Hello and welcome to Truckers World. Hope you guys doing well out there. Not doing too bad myself. Just in Newcastle upon Lyme. Nice sunny day. Waiting around for a bit of a collection. So today's video is going to be nice and easy, aimed at new drivers specifically, really. And I'm just going to be giving a bit of a demonstration, practical demonstration about tail lifts. I do know when I was a new driver I should say, a couple of first companies I went to, and the tail lift was a little bit tricky. You know, sometimes it wasn't self-explanatory as what you might think. You know, pressing these buttons, nothing happening, you're thinking, why is this tail lift not working? Well, obviously all tail lifts, you know, some are the same, some are different, but this one is quite basic, so I'm going to give a quick demonstration. So first of all, some tail lifts will have a switch inside the cab, and the tail lift might not work unless the switch is actually switched on. So sometimes, you know, you'll get to a place, turn off the engine, and you'll think, why is my tail lift not working? It's because in here, which I'm going to show you in a minute, the switch is not switched on. So here we go. Let's see if we can get right. So as you can see there, that switch there, just about see. You have to push this button up, two fingers usually, and that will put the switch on. Okay, also to switch it off as well, and usually you see a little green light coming up there usually to tell you that it's on. This one isn't. Okay, so there we go. Now that switch on this wagon, it doesn't matter whether it's switched on or off, it still works. But I do know that on most wagons, if it's got a switch inside there, it won't work unless it's switched on, like I said. Likewise, once it's switched on, if you come to start the engine, you might find the engine's not starting, you'll panic, and you think, why is this engine not starting? It's because that switch is still switched on. So just ensure, if you have that type of wagon, you know, switch off your engine, put the switch on, activate the tail lift. Once you come in, you have to try and remember to switch that switch off. Otherwise, you'll come to start the engine, and it won't start. Simple as that. Okay, so we're going to go out now, round the other side. I'm going to give a quick demonstration about this tail lift, just so you know. So just bear with me, a little bit of noise around here, so hopefully it won't be too bad. Just bear with me a minute. Right. So let's go round the outside, Right, so I've opened up the tail lift already. I'm going to see if I can show you that. There is a switch to basically dictate whether this remote works the tail lift or the outside. At the minute it's on green, that means it's on the outside. So this is the switch here, simple, up or down. So what we're going to do, let's go it down first. So this is going to go all the way down, and it comes out, looks a little bit funny, doesn't it? Okay, once it's down like that, then you can pull this. You pull it once, and pull it again. And that will extend the tail lift. Okay? Now, in some places, when you get to the delivery, you might find you might be up on an incline or decline, and sometimes you might have to raise the suspension inside the cab, because you'll find that you might lower the tail lift and you can't lift it out. So this part here, when I do this, sorry, sometimes there's not enough room, sometimes it comes up here and you cannot lift it out, so you might have to raise the cab so this lowers down. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to switch it here to the other side. So now this inside the cab will operate the tail lift. Okay, so I'm going to press this up, down, up. Okay, and that's it. That's it for this one. 2 buttons. That one obviously for inside the cab. That one when you switch over to outside. Okay, so let's close this up 1 minute. Right. So let's go back in the cab. Right. So there you have it. I hope that was quite clear. I know it wasn't the best camera angles, I'm sorry to say. But basically, number one rule, whenever you go into your cab, just first of all, before you make that delivery, check inside whether there is a switch for the tail lift. If there is, then you know you've got to more than likely switch it on. Because like I say, don't switch it on, the tail lift won't work. Then, 2 buttons obviously on the outside, self-explanatory, down, up. The main thing is, and it's difficult to explain this, obviously, if you are on kind of high ground and the tail lift, you've lowered it down as far as you can, you suddenly can't get your fingers in to pull it out, that's when you know that you have to go back inside your cab and use your... there we go. And use this little thing here to raise the suspension on the back. I'll give a display. I might actually do a video on this as well, because they are quite useful. You use them more than you think, to be fair. So that'll raise the suspension on the back, and then you'll be able to get your finger in, your hands in, and you'll be able to pull the tail lift down. Okay, so that's really important. And then again, just remember, when you're coming back in the wagon, come start the engine. If it doesn't start, that button will be on. So just push it down, and you'll be all good to go. Okay, hope this has helped. New drivers out there, I'm telling you now, you know, you will be okay, you'll be fine, but you might get to a job and you might have a bit of a difficulty with the tail lift. Simple as that, but don't worry about it too much. It's dead easy, simple stuff. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Going away, I think, for a week or so, and then I'll be back to make some more, hopefully helpful videos for all the new drivers out there. Okay, right, thanks for watching and keep on trucking.